Warning, this is 65 and 65 on Call the Cutie. Yay, it's back. Back. No audio, video clips from the show, still pictures were used in the making of this analysis slash review of this episode or any episode done in 65 and 65, seeing that it belongs to the good people of Hasbro Studios, DHX Media, and now apparently Shout Factory. Good. Did I cover everybody? And please leave your opinions at the bottom and comment. Please enjoy the show. I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these things. When was the last time? Sometime in August? Oh, granted the workload got a little boasty, but it's back now, and quite on the appropriate day. This is the third anniversary of the beginning of FIM, so I thought, what a perfect day to re-begin the chase for 65 and 65. And one of the reasons I've also been putting it off is this is not one of my favorite episodes either. Called the Cuties mainly notified for the first bringing together of the CMC. Granted, if you paid attention in the Friendship is Magic opener, mainly part D, you'll see that the Cutie Mark Crusaders are all together already, although they don't know each other. This is really the first time where we get to meet the three of them and we get to see their interactions between each other. Plus, we also, in this episode, don't understand yet that Sweetie Belle is Rarity's younger and more active sister. Granted, this episode also introduces us to the bane of my pony existence. And no, I'm not talking about Troestia. I'm talking about the other one, Diamond Tiara. There's one thing I hate in this world, it's bullies. I hate when TV shows try to deal with bullies, because it's either one of two ways. Either you try to avoid them to get an adult to speak for them, or you confront them only to exaggerate the situation, kind of exactly what this is, or thirdly, you meet them and you want to beat the bloody pulp out of them. Naturally, the show takes kind of like angle number two, but with a twist. You see, the bully's still there, but it is the annoyances and the constant hampering from the bully, Diamond Tiara, that brings our lovely group of three fillies together as actual friends. Now, granted, we don't get a lot of exposition here, but you can kind of tell that once again, this is the show trying to break the traditional animated show stereotypes. And thank God for that. It may not be the best episode showed of the series, and not by a long shot, but it's pretty good. Plus, we get the explanation on what cutie marks are, and we also get an explanation on kind of how they are earned through hard work, perseverance, and finding out what you're meant to do. The cutie marks have been part of Pony since Generation 1. But this is really the first series in all of MLP's 4 generations to really go deep in the exposition on why they're there, how they are attained, and what each of them signify for everybody. Plus, this also gives us a good call into pony society that young fillies and colts go about their days learning the things they need to learn, but also striving in a bit of teenage style exploration to try to find out what their future place is in the world. It's like putting the innocent years of a kid and the exploratory self-growth years of a teenager together in one foul swoop and having it happen all at once. Now of course, this is a very interesting way to tell physical, but most importantly, mental and spiritual growth in society through doing it this way. See, most adults, even at their point in at certain points in their life, don't know what they're intended to do. They go to college, and that's kind of the way in our society that we start searching for what we're meant to do. But most of this searching is done in the teenage years when you're going through middle school and high school. But very rarely do middle school and high school kids actually find out for absolute certain what their main talent is. Usually they get a job, and usually it isn't until 25 or even my age, 29, 9, that people find out what they're meant to do. And usually this is also backed up by a little bit of negative karma. So it's quite interesting to see in equestrian lore that they are truly innovated and although inspired for young kids to go out and start searching right now for what it is that you feel that you're special to be. Of course, the overall lesson in this is to not be afraid to be different than the rest of the crowd. Sometimes it's being different than the rest of the crowd that makes you unique and gives you a shot at friends that are uniquely tailored or have something in common with you. But it also tells an undercut lesson of that everybody's got their own niche, and sometimes for people to find it, they may need the assistance of other people and good friends to find it, and perhaps that the overall goal in life involves more than one person. And sometimes some of the best career goals can either be accomplished as a group, not as an individual. Also showing another lesson in the power of unity and strength in teams and having the one or two or three good friends that will help see you through any crisis. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are not only cute and lovable and voiced well, they're a good example of great early learning about teamwork and the value of doing things together as a team. Diamond Tiara might have wanted to split them up, but in truth, it is their one dual hatred of her combined with the dual dual togetherness of having the same joint problem that ends up bringing the three together to try to solve both. Hopefully in S4 we get a little bit closer to resolution. But for a first step for these three young characters, it is great to see them together. And you won't have to wait long to hear what I think of their second outing in the Stairmaster, where that's what's up next. Live life by the code. And hey, while you're at it, I've been quite a busy bee. So, do me a solid, and after watching all of this, including this little advertising diatribe, go to my new Patreon page. You'll find everything that's ever been in the history of CodeEquestria there. Plus, you'll be able to pledge to make the show better and get me off of this $20 webcam. And also check out GameSpot.com. I have a blog there under the name of Nirvana Sparkle. Sometimes it will be pony related, sometimes it will be game related. So do yourself a favor and give a good man a solid. And I'll see you in the next 65 and 65.